Hello, soap fans. Your favorite late night gossip hound is back at the keyboard with another massive scoop session. And let me tell you, I am running on fumes right now. It is way too late, and I have consumed way too much cheap coffee. But I just had to get this all down on the page before I pass out. Because the spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful for Wednesday, April 8 are absolutely wild. Just completely unhinged in the best way possible. So grab a snack and settle in. We have a lot of ground to cover, a lot of crazy character decisions to unpack, and a whole lot of drama to dump right here on the screen. So let's start with the good stuff, the happy stuff. Because we all know the Forrester and Logan drama can get so heavy, and we need a little bit of light in the darkness. That light is Daphne Rose and Carter Walton. These two are just everything right now. And on Wednesday, they are finally going to get the results of that pregnancy test. And man, we are all just holding our breath. We have been watching them try for a baby for a minute now. They want this so bad. Carter has wanted a family for what feels like a lifetime. The guy has had his heart broken so many times. Left at the altar, cheated on, pushed aside, but now he has Daphne. And they are just so perfect together. So when Daphne bought that home pregnancy test, we all cheered. But Daphne is being smart about this. She is playing it safe. On Monday's episode, she told Carter she suspected she was pregnant. That is why she went out and got the test. But she also looked him right in the eye and laid down the law. She told her husband that if the test comes back positive, they cannot get too excited. Not yet. She literally said, "We'll have to have it confirmed by the doctor." And honestly, that is so real. Because home tests can be tricky. False positives happen, false negatives happen. And Daphne does not want to break Carter's heart. Or her own heart. She is protecting them both. But still, the newlyweds are going to be on pins and needles. Just waiting for that little stick to give them an answer. We are so sure they are pregnant. Like 99% sure. We all thought they were pregnant before. Viewers have eagle eyes. We all remember Daphne's wedding shower. The nose of Paris literally refrained from drinking champagne. She just held the glass. She didn't take a sip. And in Soapland, a woman refusing alcohol at a party means only one thing. There is a bun in the oven. So this has been building for a while. Maybe it was just Daphne playing it safe back then. Or maybe she already suspected something and then pushed it out of her mind. But now the test is sitting right there on the bathroom counter. And it is going to be a good moment for them as they keep moving forward in their marriage. They are starting their new forever lives. So adding a kid to the mix makes total sense. Or maybe even twins. Carter would be an amazing dad to twins, just saying. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers leave no doubt that Carter and Daphne will have happy news to celebrate. Everything has been pointing in this direction. The show has been setting them up as a stable, loving couple to balance out all the cheating and the lying going on with everyone else. But of course, there is always that nagging fear in the back of my mind. There is a chance the test will be negative. Because this is a soap opera, and writers love to torture us. A negative test would give them an obstacle to overcome. It would introduce an infertility storyline, which is a standard formula for daytime TV. But honestly, I really hope the writers skip that part. I am just so tired of the angst. With so many other storylines being cut short or stretched way too thin right now, this would be a perfect pace for Carter and Daphne. Just let them be happy. Let it play out. Have some fun with it. Let Carter paint a nursery. Let Daphne design a baby perfume. I don't know. Just let them smile for a few months before throwing another wrench in their marriage. So we will see what the stick says on Wednesday. I am crossing my fingers for a big, fat positive and a quick trip to the doctor to make it official. Carter deserves this. Daphne deserves this. We deserve this. But enough about the happy stuff. Let's talk about the crazy stuff. Because the other half of Wednesday's episode is going to be a bloodbath. Or maybe a fake bloodbath. We need to talk about Sheila Carter and Taylor Hayes. Oh boy, where do I even begin with this mess? Taylor has been playing with fire for weeks, months even. Sleeping with Deacon Sharp, sneaking around, doing it in her daughter's house, doing it in her office, just being completely reckless. And Steffi warned her. Steffi literally screamed at her mother that Sheila would kill her if she found out. And Steffi was right. Steffi is always right about Sheila. So Sheila finally connected the dots. She saw that pizza box from Il Giardino at the Cliff House. She saw the same box at the restaurant. She did the math. Sheila is not stupid. Crazy, yes. but not stupid. And she finally cornered Taylor in her psychiatric office on April 7th, and it was tense. So tense. Sheila was in denial at first. She didn't want to believe that her husband was cheating on her with the woman who supposedly helped save her marriage. It is the ultimate betrayal. Taylor was Sheila's friend, or at least Sheila thought so. So Sheila is yelling at Taylor, slamming her hands on the desk. "You've been cheating behind my back! Why don't you just admit it, Taylor?" And Taylor is terrified. But she finally cracks. Taylor drops the truth bombs. She confesses to the affair. She admits that she and Deacon are in love. And that is when the switch flips. You can literally see the reformed Sheila die in that moment. The evil Sheila comes roaring back to life. Sheila tells Taylor that she believes she and Deacon were meant to have a long, happy life together. She believed in their marriage. And then she looks at Taylor with pure hatred in her eyes. "And I believe we would be doing that if it weren't for you," Sheila says. "If you would just cease to exist." Cease to exist. Wow. That is a chilling line. And then Sheila reaches down and she picks up a pizza cutter. Yes, a pizza cutter. I have to stop and just laugh for a second. A pizza cutter. Of all the weapons in the world, Sheila Carter has shot people with guns. She has poisoned people. She has pushed people off balconies. And now she is wielding a pizza cutter. It is so absurd and yet so terrifying. Because a pizza cutter is sharp, it can do some serious damage. And it ties perfectly into the whole Il Giardino pizza box clue that busted them in the first place. It is poetic justice in the most twisted way possible. So Sheila raises the pizza cutter above her head, and Taylor just loses it. She screams. She tries to back away, but her legs slip out from under her. Taylor falls to the floor, and Sheila starts slashing. It is a terrifying scene. The mirror shatters. The nurse shoes are walking away. It is pure chaos. But here is where my brain starts working overtime. And this is what I really want to talk about. Did Sheila really attack Taylor, or did she fake it? We think Sheila Carter's going to have some fun and teach Taylor Hayes a lesson. Sheila saying she's grown and reformed over the last few years got us thinking. And we have a feeling she didn't actually hurt Taylor. I know it looks bad. The promo looks terrible. Taylor is screaming. Sheila is slashing. But I doubt she will actually carve Taylor up like a pepperoni pie. Sheila wanted answers. She got them. And then she decided to scare the absolute stuffing out of Taylor to teach her a lesson. Think about it. If Sheila murders Taylor in her office, Sheila goes to prison for the rest of her life. She loses Deacon forever. She loses her freedom. She loses everything she has built. And Sheila has been trying so hard to stay out of jail. She loves her freedom. So maybe she just slashed the desk. Maybe she shattered the mirror to make a point. Maybe she just swung the blade right past Taylor's face to show her how easily she could end her life. We have to admit, it doesn't look good for Taylor on the surface, but we think it was all a fake, a psychological attack. Or, if anything, she might have just cut Taylor a couple of times, just a nick here and there, just to draw a little blood, just to prove she isn't playing around. Because of how it played out in Sheila's comments, we expect her to fake attack Taylor. Her intent will be to terrify the world-renowned psychiatrist and send her a very clear message of what could happen if she ever goes near Deacon again. And honestly, that would be a brilliant move. It'll be a change of pace we're not used to with Sheila. Usually, Sheila just goes full psycho and puts someone in a coma. But playing mind games, using psychological torture instead of physical murder, that is next level villain stuff. It would be a cool twist. We have to give the writers major props if they go this route, because it shows evolution. It shows that Sheila is still dangerous, but she is smarter now. She knows how to inflict pain without leaving a corpse. But we'll have to wait and see. We're looking forward to seeing how this plays out for Sheila. If nothing else, it'll put Taylor and Deacon Sharp on notice. Leave it to Sheila to mess with Taylor's head. Did Sheila really attack Taylor or fake it? My money is on a fake out. A terrifying, traumatic, pants-wetting fake out. And speaking of Deacon, oh my god, Deacon Sharp is the dumbest man in Los Angeles right now. While Taylor is literally on the floor screaming for her life under the blade of a pizza cutter, Deacon is completely oblivious. The guy actually thinks he got away with it. Deacon had that close call at the Cliff House. He jumped out of a second-story window butt naked to hide in the bushes. And then he ran home and pretended to be asleep on the couch. And he actually believes Sheila bought his excuse. On Tuesday's episode, Deacon was talking to Hope. Hope is freaking out. Hope is panicked. She knows Sheila is a psychopath. She knows Sheila is dangerous. Hope's instincts are screaming that Sheila knows the truth. But Deacon is just chilling. He tries to reassure his daughter. He tells Hope that Sheila doesn't know a thing. He promises to keep Taylor safe. He tells Hope not to worry and asks her to keep his secret. It is just mind-blowing arrogance. Deacon is so delusional. He thinks he can outsmart Sheila Carter. He thinks he can cheat on his wife, sleep with her therapist, and just whistle his way through life. He has no idea that his wife is currently trashing Taylor's office and wishing her out of existence. When Deacon finally finds out what happened to Taylor, he is going to lose his mind, and he deserves every bit of the panic he is about to feel. And then there is Steffi. Steffi is doing the most right now, and I don't blame her one bit. Steffi went on a nice, quiet camping trip with Finn and the kids. She just wanted a break. She comes home, and what does she find? Her mom acting sketchy and a broken door upstairs. Steffi demands the truth, and Taylor confesses that Deacon was there, and that Sheila almost caught them in bed. Steffi goes absolutely ballistic, and she should. She rips into Taylor. She tells her mother she's endangering the entire family. Steffi has small children in that house, and Taylor is inviting a psychopath's husband over for a booty call. It is so selfish. Steffi orders Taylor and Deacon to stop seeing each other immediately. She lays down the law, but Steffi knows Taylor won't listen. Taylor is addicted to Deacon right now, so Steffi does the only thing she can do. She goes to her dad. Steffi tracks down Ridge Forrester and spills the whole ugly secret. She tells him all about what happened between Taylor and Deacon while they were away camping. And Ridge? Ridge blows his top. Not surprisingly, Ridge is up in arms that his ex-wife would be this foolish. He is incredulous. In a preview clip, Ridge is just ranting. Why would she do this? She knows he's married to a psychopath. Ridge is pacing. He is furious. He cannot believe the mother of his children would risk her life for a guy like Deacon Sharp. And look, Ridge is right to be mad. But also, Ridge needs to take a look in the mirror. The Waffle King has made so many stupid decisions in his life. He has bounced between Brooke and Taylor for decades. He has put his family in danger. So it is a little rich coming from him. But Ridge still cares about Taylor. He always will. And now that he knows she disregarded his past advice and put herself in mortal danger, Ridge might take it upon himself to be her hero. Can he save Taylor? Can he put an end to this madness before it's too late? Well, he is a little late to the party, considering Sheila is already swinging a pizza cutter at Taylor's head. But maybe Ridge will rush to the hospital, or rush to the office, and find Taylor traumatized on the floor. It is going to be such a messy aftermath. If my theory is right, and Sheila is just faking the attack to scare Taylor, then Taylor is going to have to explain to Ridge and Steffi why her office is trashed and her pants are soiled. She is going to have to admit that Sheila knows everything, and then the real war begins, because Sheila won't stop there. If she doesn't kill Taylor, she will destroy her life. Sheila could go to the medical board. She could get Taylor's psychiatric license revoked for sleeping with a patient's husband, or for sleeping with a former patient, depending on how you look at Deacon. Sheila can strip Taylor of her career, her reputation, and her dignity, and Sheila can take Deacon to the cleaners. They are married. She can go after Il Giardino in the divorce. She can take his restaurant. She can leave him penniless and alone. There are so many ways for Sheila to get revenge that don't involve a body bag. And that is why I am so convinced Wednesday's episode is a psychological fake-out. The writers have so much more story to mine from a living, terrified Taylor than a dead one. So let's recap the madness that is coming our way. On one side of town, we have Carter and Daphne sitting in a bathroom, staring at a little plastic stick, praying for 2 pink lines, hoping to start a beautiful family and bring some joy into their lives. Daphne being the cautious, practical one, reminding Carter that they need a doctor's confirmation. Carter just buzzing with excitement, ready to be a dad. It is sweet. It is pure. It is everything we love about romance on the soaps. And on the other side of town, we have absolute carnage. Sheila Carter, dressed in her nurse shoes, shattering mirrors and swinging a pizza cutter at a screaming Taylor Hayes. A delusional Deacon Sharp telling his daughter that everything is fine. A furious Steffi Forrester doing damage control to protect her kids. And an incredulous Ridge Forrester realizing his ex-wife is an idiot. It is the perfect soap opera contrast. Life and death, love and hate, babies and pizza cutters. I am so ready for Wednesday. I don't know how I am going to sleep tonight. My brain is just spinning with all the possibilities. Will Daphne's test be positive? Please let it be positive. Will Sheila actually slice Taylor? Please let it be a fake out. I really hope the writers give us that twist. A fake attack is so much more interesting. It leaves Taylor alive to face the consequences of her actions. It forces Taylor to look over her shoulder for the rest of her life. Every time she hears a noise, she will think it's Sheila. Every time she orders a pizza, she will have a panic attack. It is the gift that keeps on giving. And think about the fallout with Steffi. If Taylor survives this fake attack, Steffi is going to lock her mother in a tower. Steffi is not going to let Taylor anywhere near her kids. Taylor might end up completely isolated, which will just push her closer to Deacon. Because Deacon will be the only one who understands her. But then again, Deacon might dump Taylor once he realizes Sheila is going to take his restaurant. Deacon loves Taylor, sure, but Deacon also loves his money and his business. If Sheila threatens to take Il Giardino, Deacon might drop Taylor like a bad habit. There are just so many layers to this, and I'm here for all of them. But seriously, I need to go to bed. My fingers are cramping from typing so fast. This is raw, unfiltered soap gossip at its finest. I didn't even proofread this. So if there are typos, just blame the late hour and the sheer adrenaline of a pizza cutter attack. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday, April 8th. You do not want to miss a single second of this episode. It is going to be legendary. Daphne's baby news, Sheila's revenge, Ridge's anger. It has all the ingredients for a classic Bold and the Beautiful showdown. And I will be right back here tomorrow night to break it all down again. Because the drama never sleeps. And neither do I, apparently. So what do you guys think? Is Daphne pregnant? Will the writers give them a fake-out negative test? I really hope not. And what about Sheila? Is she going to carve Taylor up? Or is she just messing with her head? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's theorize together. Because I cannot be the only one obsessing over this pizza cutter. Alright, I am signing off. Stay bold, stay beautiful, and watch out for flying kitchen utensils. See you tomorrow.